Assassin's Creed Shadows delayed to February, Season Pass model dropped. Ubisoft has announced its highly anticipated upcoming game Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed until next year. Instead of releasing it on November 12th as previously planned, it has been pushed back to February 14th, 2025. It follows the disappointing performance of another of the firm's major titles, Star Wars Outlaws, and concerns from some about how Ubisoft is being run. The game's executive producer Marc-Alexis Cote said the developers need more time to polish and refine the experience. "We understand this decision will come as disappointing news," he said, "but we sincerely believe this is in the best interest of the game." Ubisoft said it was taking player feedback into consideration to delay the game to February 2024. While the game is feature-complete, the learnings from the Star Wars Outlaws release led us to provide additional time to further polish the title, the company said in a press release Wednesday. This will enable the biggest entry in the franchise to fully deliver on its ambition, notably by fulfilling the promise of our dual-protagonist adventure, with Neo and Yasuke bringing two very different gameplay styles. Additionally, Ubisoft is also dropping the traditional Season Pass model for the launch of Assassin's Creed Shadows. The decision follows backlash from players when Ubisoft revealed that the game would come with a Season Pass that would grant owners access to a bonus quest at launch, in addition to 2 future expansions. The learnings from the Star Wars Outlaws release led us to provide additional time to further polish the title, it reads. Star Wars Outlaws was released in August to strong reviews, but early players complained of bugs and glitches. In its trading update, Ubisoft notes sales of the game were softer than expected, which it seemed to be putting down to a lack of polish. Mr. Cote said the firm would refund fans who had pre-ordered the game and promised a free expansion to anyone who placed a new pre-order for the revised launch. "We are departing from the traditional Season Pass model," the company said. "All players will be able to enjoy the game at the same time on February 14th, and those who pre-order the game will be granted the first expansion for free." Finally, Assassin's Creed Shadows will also now launch Day 1 on Steam in addition to being available on Ubisoft Connect and Epic Games Store on PC. The delay and the underwhelming launch of Star Wars Outlaws has led to Ubisoft revising its financial targets for FY 2024-25. The French company now expects net bookings of around 1.95 billion euros, roughly 18,194 rupees crore. Net bookings for the second quarter of FY 2024-25 are now expected to stand at around 350 to 370 million euros, roughly 3,266 rupees crore Rs, 3,452 crore. Star Wars Outlaws sales disappoint. Following disappointing sales of Star Wars Outlaws, Ubisoft hasn't specified units sold. Ubisoft is also planning a series of updates to polish the game and improve player experience. Taking player feedback into account, the company claimed its development teams were now fully mobilized to issue updates to attract more players during the holiday season. Ubisoft also confirmed that Star Wars Outlaws would be available on Steam on November 21st. In a statement, Ubisoft CEO and co-founder Yves Guillemot said that the company would continue to focus on open-world games and live service titles, despite underwhelming launches across both genres in 2024. This year, the company released Skull and Bones and X-Defiant, both live service games that failed to impress players. Although the tangible benefits of the company's transformation are taking longer than anticipated to materialize, we keep on our strategy, focusing on 2 key verticals: open-world adventures and GaaS native experiences, with the objective to drive growth, recurrence, and robust free cash flow generation in our business, Guillemot said. "I want to reaffirm that we are an entertainment-first company, creating games for the broadest possible audience, and our goal is not to push any specific agenda," he said. "We remain committed to creating games for fans and players that everyone can enjoy."